hasn't done till now, right? Yes. What we have achieved in the last 3 months, have we done it earlier? No, right? So that's why. So I would like to start this presentation. The aim of the presentation is, now that we are 100, it was our aim. Why was it our aim? Because BNI wants it.
We want it.
We wanted to grow, right? So now it's a milestone, correct?
Yes.
We have to take a step forward. What we were doing till now, we have to actually grow 10%. At least 10% of what we were doing till now.
10x.
So I am Sai Quatra, the Business Development Coordinator of our chapter. In the last almost 3 years, I've been the Vice President for 7 months. I've been the Chapter Growth Coordinator of the chapter. I've been the one-to-one coordinator now, and I was earlier also. I am now the Visitor Presentation host also. In the region, I have been an ambassador for 2 chapters, director consultants for 3 chapters. I've got many success stories. So that is the reason I'm standing here in front of you, telling you that yes, if I can do it, why can't we all? Correct?
Yes.
So, are we all business owners?
Yes.
Are we all entrepreneurs?
Yes.
One question. What is the number one weakness of an entrepreneur? Anyone?
Follow.
Anyone?
Leaving the
that
comfort
we're never
zone.
satisfied, we always want to grow.
Number one weakness, I said, not
Leaving the
That's
comfort zone.
also a weakness that we're never satisfied.
number one weakness.
Leaving the comfort zone.
Yes.
Applause for Riddhi ma'am. She exactly said the correct line. We should not be satisfied. Satisfaction is the number one weakness of an entrepreneur. Correct?
Yes.
When we become satisfied, we fail, we don't want to move forward. Correct?
Yes.
So satisfaction is the number one weakness of an entrepreneur. We all know that our chapter is good. It was good till we were 60. It was good till we were 70. But now that we are 100, it has to be great. What do we have done? What have we done to make it great? So good, when you become good and you become satisfied with being good, then you don't want to become great. Correct?
Yes.
Am I making sense?
Yes.
So now the point is, how do we move from good to great? What do we have to inbuild in ourselves to become great? Correct? So I'll start with a story. So there was a designer who wanted art murals, who wanted stone sculptures. So she went into an art gallery, she went to a stone gallery, and she went there and she was looking through everything, every sculpture there. She was looking everywhere. But somewhere inside she heard a man chiseling a stone. And that's very interesting for everyone, right? We want to see how it is done. So she went inside, she looked through the person, and he was chiseling a stone. And she was creating an art piece. And when she saw it, she saw a similar art piece lying down on the floor also. But still, that person was chiseling another stone. So she asked that person, so are you making a replica? Are you copying someone else's work? So he said no. Then why are you creating a new one? So he said that I am creating a new one because the previous one had a flaw. So she looked at it a couple of times, but she wasn't able to she didn't find any flaw in that. So then that person asks that did you find that flaw? She said no. So look at the beneath of the eye. There is a dent. She looked at it very closely with her spectacles now. And then she was able to see that flaw. She was able to see that dent. She said that how high is this flaw? So he said that it's a very small dent, only the person who is able to judge it, who is able to actually know what art is, can see it. So who are you making it for? Then he said it's for a temple across the city. And then she said that how high is the temple? He said that it's a 15 feet high temple. So she said that this sculpture is going to be installed in a 15 feet high sanctum. He said yes, it's being installed. Who is going to see there? that little dent, who is going to see that? He said there is only one person who will be able to see.
God.
She said, who?
God.
I can see that. No thanks for this. I need a couple of more. I can see that. You know what is that? That is excellence. That is excellence. We become what we think of most of the time. Excellence is then a habit, not an act. Correct?
Yes.
Excellence is a habit, it's not an act. So then what makes a difference between a good and great? That is excellence.
Excellence.
Correct?
Yes.
Excellence is what differentiates between a good chapter and a great chapter. Excellence is what differentiates between a good member and a great member. Excellence is what differentiates between a good business owner and a great business owner. So are we now responsible to do something for a chapter, to make it a great chapter?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we here not just in the meeting, not just coming in the meeting just to say hi, hello to everyone, but we want to make our chapter great?
Yes.
So I'll tell you 6 ways on how can we make our chapter great. So again, another question. As business owners, so there are 2 ways that we can see our future. We should be goal oriented or we should be growth oriented.
Growth for it.
Growth oriented. Why sir?
Because with growth, you find success.
With goal we can also, right?
At
If we find our goal-
times monetary goals do not talk about your net worth.
Because by achieving the goal, we can achieve the goal.
Naturally will grow if we
I generally do not question Chandreshar's point of view, but I'll question this time. Sir, please.
So goal is something where you reach. Growth is continuous. No, goal is
Exactly, sir. That is what I was aiming for. So goal, if I set a goal to reach till that table, I'll reach there, I'll stop and I'll be satisfied. I do not want to be satisfied. I want to walk 100 steps. I'll walk 100 steps and I'll celebrate and I'll be satisfied.
It's just a step. Goal is just a step.
If I focus on growth, that I'll take 1 step every time, will I stop at 100?
No.
I'll take more. I'll get more. So the growth is GROWTH. That's growth. So we've got 6 steps on what we have to do now. If we discuss these steps, who is willing to do it? All of us?
Yes.
To make a chapter great? Yes?
Yes.
Let's start. So give is policy of BNI.
Givers gain.
Exactly. Give. When you come to the meeting in the morning, you are there to give something, correct? We do not come here and do business. We discuss whatever we have done during the week and we give it. We give testimonials, we give referrals, we can give a good substitute. Correct? As Gaurav sir also said today, we have many ways to give substitutes. And we give referrals, we give many things. If we are not able to do something, at least give a smile.
awesome.
You're not coming in the meeting like, I'm in the morning. Why have we got to do in the morning? No. You're here to give, and everyone is here to give, right? So we give. Second is refer. But we have given reference here. Why am I putting it here again? So if I say this, tell me if you agree or not. Business in BNI comes from relationships and not BNI memberships.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Business from BNI comes from relationships. So let's say we are not giving reference. We don't have a referral for anyone, but we have our relationships. We have our friends who might be looking for someone's services. Correct? So what should we do? I gave a referral to Vikram sir, my friend Hargovind. So he wanted to buy a area flat in Mohali and now in Gurgaon. I really do not know when he'll convert it because it's a very big deal. but still I gave it and I punched it to let him know that is serious. It might convert in 6 months, may or may not. So that is called a relationship referral. And that is also very important. If we follow it up, we'll get our referrals. Correct? So do we promise each other that we'll give one relationship referral per month? At least one relationship referral every month. Can we promise it to ourselves?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next, one-to-ones. So I always say that one-to-one is only successful when either of the person gets out and get a referral. Correct? That's what I always say when I'm giving my one-to-one script. But when we're doing a one-to-ones, if out of the two person, one has to get a referral, who that person should be? So there are two people who are doing one-to-ones. If out of two, one has to get one. Ideally, who should be the one who should be getting it? The person who is coming to you for a one-to-one.
Yes.
That is a way to show respect. And how do you do that? You check your list of 40s. You do it very religiously as per BNI policies. Done? Next. This is the most important part, as I said, weekly presentations. So genuinely I'm telling you this, guys. You are noticed the time you step in. People start judging your character the time you step in that room. You do not make your PPTs right now in the room. You prepare it. Treat BNI as your number one client and it will give it back to you. And you come to your meetings with the clients well prepared. The times you laugh, the times you make the decorum of the room bad, people notice it. People judge you. The times you talk, the times you move out, I moved out twice today and I walked in out of the room just to check how many people are looking at me, genuinely. I generally sit there, we all know. I was sitting here because to check everyone who's looking at me. And 90% of the room was not listening to the presentations. They were looking at me, guys. So please maintain the decorum of the room and prepare a weekly PPTs well before. It is very important. Next. T stands for teams. Power teams. Do not grow your chapter. Grow your power teams. That's what we're doing from now on. In 3 months you have done. We are 100. You have achieved what everything you want. Now the visitors should be of your power teams. If we grow our power teams, BNI will grow or our business will grow?
Both.
Our business will grow more. BNI will get one member and we will get 40 new contacts. So when we differentiate out of the two, we'll get more gains. Correct?
Yes.
Last, Mudit Jain.
Hungry. Happy and
Happy and hungry. As business owners, we are happy but not satisfied. Correct? We should be happy doing what we are doing. We should be happy getting referrals. We shouldn't say no to any small or big referral. I am very proud to say that we have people like Naomi and Sanjay sir who went stood up. They said every referral counts for us. I have given you half a piece. That's the commitment. That is what will differentiate you from being a good leader, being a good member, and being a great leader and a great member.
Even one tie order.
Exactly. So that's excellence. So do we promise ourselves to follow these 6 steps
Yes.
from the next meeting?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.